Hello, I am Stephen Okitafe. I am presently undergoing MMM Guidance School and I have a task to present. It's the SWOT analysis of MMM. As you can see, this is my Google Doc, and the first point you've seen here is my name. This is the school I belong, Automated School, the 5th batch, and today's date is 8th of February 2017. What is SWOT? In our schools, we've learned about SWOT. It's an acronym for strength, weakness, and opportunities and threats. Why strength, weakness? Strength and weakness is the abilities that the organization has. That is why you can see I shared them into two parts here. That, like we all know, SWOT means analyzing the internal strengths to weaknesses. They are internal and external opportunities and threats. That means the response of people that are not part of your organization to what your organization is doing. That is the opportunities and the threats. If they are in favor of you, there are opportunities. That if they are against you, or they are against your scheme or program or vision or mission, they are threats. In view of the above, let us take a look at today's task of analyzing our community called MMM. Now, MMM strengths. There are several strengths, but I have 4 bullet points here. The number 1 is participants providing and getting help from their individual bank accounts. What do I mean by this? No central account. If anybody has to dupe you or fraud you, once you part with your money, the person goes with it. But the organizers of MMM do not see your money. We don't pay money to them. Their mission here is to create a platform, which is your personal office, through their website, for you to be able to provide help to anybody who needs help in the community. And this was achieved through the evolution of the decentralization of MMM account system of operation in MMM 2011. Until date, that achievement is one major strength. The second point here is MMM is the only financial pyramid scheme. You'll be wondering and blowing your mind when I talk about pyramid. Everybody's like, when you introduce MMM to this, is it not a pyramid scheme? Of course, it's a pyramid. The entire world's financial system are known as pyramid. What is pyramid? If you check the drawing of every pyramid, you see at the base you have a bigger base, then you have a pinnacle at the top. But the good strength of MMM here is that though it's a pyramid, the pyramid part is a community where people across the globe render help to each other. Now, that is the pyramid. It's a collective effort. Somebody can contribute a small amount of money. If you put them together by the power of the crowd, in other words, it is called crowdfunding, that becomes a big value. And anybody who needs money in the community, who had initially provided help somewhere, somehow, that person is opportune to be paid by the group of persons that are intending to provide help at that point in time. That makes it a pyramid. But the point I'm making here is the MMM own pyramid is not the individual effort of people now putting somebody at the peak. The person now becomes the beneficiary continuously. It's not working, but it's gaining. That is not MMM. If you don't contribute, you don't get anything from it. So I give an example here at this point. I said if I contribute X amount and refers two participants, my 30% return on my X contribution is the same with every participant that contributes same X amount. No cheating. They don't say because you're bigger, you contributed X amount, then you'll be getting X amount plus A, while another person who is at a lower level will get just the X amount plus 30%. No, everybody has the same amount of returns on every contribution made. So also with the percentage, the 10% referrals that comes from every 10% bonus that comes from every referral that every participant makes. It is unlike every other MLM and IAP financial system where you have to labor to a point, and the labor of every other person under you is what pulls you up. Even if you don't want to do anything again, you don't have anything to lose. The case of MLM is different, and that is a big strength. The third point here is MMM is transparent and open. Their communication line is open. Anybody who is new, if you hear of MMM and you don't want anybody to tell you about the trash, you want to read it up, just go to their website, www.nigeria-mmm.net, and every information you need is there. You see the ideology, you see how it works, you see frequently asked questions, and the communication line is open to anybody. Whether you are anti-MMM or you are pro-MMM, you get the information there. That is transparency, and it's a big strength. You can read them up. I put them here because of time. I'm trying to just explain what each point means. The fourth point here is MMM entry conditions are easy and free to all. The ideology of MMM is to liberate everybody from the world financial unjust system, and because of that, the target is more to the poor, those who are less privileged. So the system is open to everybody. The only singular condition that looks like a clause there is once you have an access to the internet. But of course, your mentor can be a proxy for you to operate in MMM if you don't know anything about MMM. So the importance of MMM ideology is to reach out to everybody. No strict conditions, just your bank account, your email address, and you are on. Then any single amount you have, there is a percentage of 30% per month growth. On a daily basis, indirectly, you'll be having 1% on that amount. It is a very open and transparent system. The next point here is MMM, the next factor is MMM weakness. The weakness is also a thing that is internal. Now, the number one point here is inability to access your PO once there are no internet signals. It's internet based. Once you have a poor internet signal or you don't have access to internet, you cannot access your money, your personal office, or MMM site. The second point is, since participants do their contributions voluntarily on rendering help basis, there are no guarantees that the 30% and the initial contribution you make will be paid back to you. It is all written in the warning code when you're trying to register. So this is a weakness, because if for one reason there is a challenge or there is a panic and you want to collect your money, you don't have anybody to hold, because every operation of MMM is in the cloud. That is it's internet based. It's in the cloud. Who are you going to hold? No office to visit, nobody to call on. It's strictly your spare money, so that the risk you're taking will be minimal. That is a weakness. The third point is majority of people in the modern world do not have access to internet. Therefore, such multitude may not be opportune to participate in MMM. It's a weakness. The third point is MMM weak penalty measures to checkmate upload of fake proof of payments and operation of more than a single account by participants. It is so frustrating. I have an example. In December, I GH some training, and one of the participants called me to extend time for him. I extended the time today, Monday, and by Tuesday, that he was supposed to pay me the money. MMM went on the break, and as I speak with him until now, it's over 2 months. The participant refused to pay me. When I call him, he tells me I'm no longer interested. That's not the point. Now CRO asked us to upload our bank statement account. I have done that over going to 2 months now. CRO has not penalized him. It is very clear that since he refused to upload his own bank evidence of paying me, and I've uploaded and his name is not found, it is clear that he did not pay me. He is supposed to be blocked. Why I am either assigned to a person or allow me freedom to operate in my account. Now I cannot GH in my account because of somebody's wickedness of uploading a fake POP. It's a strong weakness. The next point here, or factor here, is the opportunities. Opportunity number one here is, since MMM is internet based, there are several participants that could not be registered through several internet mediums. You know, internet is open and everybody accesses internet, or multitudes accesses internet. So once there are good advertisements, good links on the internet, which there are, a lot of persons could be registered through the mediums that are available on the internet. The second point is MMM has exposed participants to the use of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency have been there, but it's not been so popular until the advent of MMM, and these have made a lot of persons to start accessing the cryptocurrency medium via the MMM Bitcoin participation, and this is an opportunity because it's bringing in a lot of persons into the community via that cryptocurrency operation. The third point is MMM is continuously giving many participants financial freedom from the unjust financial system of the world. Once you are financially free and you are not stingy, you will render help to people, and a lot of help has been rendered to a lot of persons who are either in a war-torn country, or they had some epidemics, they don't have access to good food and water. MMM participants who have been blessed have gone in there, rendered help to them, and when such persons leave such conditions and they start making their own money, there's no way they will not look out for MMM and join MMM. So it's a very good opportunity. The last point on opportunity is okay, that's the last point there. Then threats, MMM threats, panic among participants, resulting to massive requests to get help. It is a threat. The greatest threat of MMM is panic, and that leads us to this point. If you check very well, you will see a lot of jingles by government and mass media telling people, participants, and warning non-participants that MMM is a scam. And as a result of that, such jingles and newspaper write-ups could create panic. They know that if they are able to create panic, MMM will not go on again. So it's a big threat when MMM has panicking participants. Now let's go back to the second point, hackers. There are a lot of hackers on the internet. They could hack into people's personal offices and into MMM sites and cause harm to the system. The last point there, which is this, the outbreak of war, internal economic crisis, civil unrest, government policies, and political upheaval in countries where MMM is operating.